So once you've got your software, you can start putting your show together. Jason uses a method called the drop-in method that I'm sure he'd love to tell
Maddy.
us
Yeah,
about.
sure. So this is a fairly standard way of putting your program together. So what you're seeing on the screen there at the moment is a screenshot from one of those audio editing softwares known as Hindenburg. But one thing that you'll find, so I've used Hindenburg, Adobe Audition, and Audacity. That particular screenshot, which is what's known as a multi-track view, is fairly consistent across all the different types of audio editing software. Probably the best way to think about it is that each row is the equivalent of a fader on your studio panel. So in the top line there would generally be your well, in this case, the top line in this one is essentially all of the music, all the pre-recorded content. The bottom line is the voice tracks. So it's essentially a matter of pulling in all of the different individual sound files. So you would have already, by this point, have gone and recorded all of your intros and your outros for your program. And if you're doing a music program, which is as is the case of the screen that we're seeing at the moment, then pulling in all of the digital audio files which contain the music. And then it's essentially a matter of putting them in the exact order in which they are to flow throughout the program, mixing from one piece of audio into the other so that you have a transition from your voice into the start of the track. And it makes it sound like essentially you were there in the studio doing the program, but it all comes together in one single audio file. Obviously, as you get better with the use of the digital audio workstation, you can do some flash things like fading the music tracks in underneath you so that the vocals of the song comes in exactly as you finish talking. But for someone that's just starting out new with it sort of thing, that's something that will come a little bit later. It's more about just putting things together in the prescribed order so that it sounds exactly like you were there in the studio.